Here's the next update on the floor. I've got a lot of the plywood down already, going through the hallway, and I just put that section down that I had to have the blocks on. Some of the areas there's nothing to screw it to, and so it's just got the styrofoam underneath it, and I'm using liquid nails. You see a little bit of it sticking out right there. So I'm just using the liquid nails and putting the blocks down. I've already done that. Let me turn around. I've already done that for this section right here. There was nothing to screw it to, and put a good amount of the liquid nails and put weight on it, and it held it down, dried, and took the blocks off this morning and it didn't move. So that's good news. And this whole section right along here, nothing to screw it to. The first spot that I had was right here, and that's about 6 inches away from the wall. And going down this direction, I had a spot here, and this I could screw to, and over this way, back down here, and one up the center. That's all. 2x4s underneath there that I made a frame out of. Nice and secure now. Don't feel like I'm gonna fall through. So then next I got one more sheet of plywood to put down, another section, and that'll cover the whole bathroom floor. And I'll do the liquid nails, put the sheet in there, and screw it down any location that I can. So this whole front section will be screwed down really good, but along the back wall there's nothing screwed to, but you know, that's not such a big deal. You don't step back there. Alright, time to get back to work. Okay, so here we are again, and I'm going to take a trip down the hallway. You can see the new floor is installed, and the new plywood, and go down here into the shower area, a little bit of sun coming in, and then into the bathroom area. And it's all nice and firm now. And there's a few spots where you can feel a little bit of movement. Like right here, you can feel it a little bit, but not much. It was hard to make much of a foundation there for it. But it's getting there. Any spots here where the wood is soft? This is a little bit soft from moisture. Not bad enough to pull it all up, but I did pick this up here. Let me grab it. This Minwax wood hardener. Sounds like this will do the job, and then I'm going to use flexible floor patch and leveler. I'll use that. It's made for plywood subfloors and concrete. So any place that I need to level it out. And also for feathering in. Alright, so I got all my new flooring down, subfloor, that is. I used a leveling compound to adjust the height in between the new floor that I put down and what the existing floor. A little bit of a difference. And I sanded some of it with a belt sander to make it a little closer. And I just used the leveling compound. And there's a little bit of a difference, but hardly anything. Not enough that for me to worry about. So I started putting down the vinyl plank flooring today, and this is what I've just started doing it, and I got a couple pieces down, and the third piece that I'm started to put, which is a long full-size sheet, I have to trim the edge of it because the carpet going down the hallway is not completely straight. I'm having to trim this edge off just a little bit. I took a little bit off right here and a tiny bit right here. There's a few spots in the carpet where it's tacked down, and so it makes it where it's not completely straight. So that wasn't really working out too good, so I got a block plane. I'm just going to plane off a little bit of the edge here, try the fit, and just keep doing that. Well, I'm about 3/4 of the way done, maybe a little more. It's got a piece to add right there, and down the hallway. Just got a few left over here in front of the sink and the bathroom area still to do. I should finish this up today, then start to put some of the wood back on here in the bathroom. Need to put that cover that covers the ductwork for the heat, and put the heater box back in there. Let's see, this thing right here, the junction box. And then put the toilet back in. Rebuilt the toilet. That's was pretty easy to do. Changed the internal gasket seal because it didn't always seal for me. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. And I'm assuming that, I'm hoping anyways, that once it gets warmer, they'll lay down onto the floor better, smooth out. For the most part, I'm satisfied with it. Well, I think it looks pretty good. I finished the flooring. I still have to do the trim. I got the toilet installed. On the little area here where the heating duct went through, that used to be carpeted, and so I took the carpet off obviously when I had to pull that all apart, and I just used the vinyl floor to go right up the side of it, and on the top they came out pretty good. I had a hard time sticking on the vertical. Some of it had a hard time sticking just laying on the floor, so I bought the 3M spray adhesive, and that stuff works great. Spray it on both surfaces, wait for about 30 seconds, and then put it on, and make sure you got it in the right spot to begin with, because it don't move afterwards. So that's all good. Gotta put the door back on, and the rail's over here. Yeah, it's a mess in here, but the rails here, I have to trim it a little bit, take a little bit off the bottom, because the floor is just a little bit higher. It was a tight fit getting it out, and I don't want to, well, there's no way to get it in right now, it's just too tight. So I gotta trim the bottom off. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I don't want to have a ragged edge, so I definitely need to use either a real fine hacksaw blade or possibly just use an angle grinder. I'm not sure yet. But it came out good. I'm satisfied. The floor is nice and strong now. Walk through here and I don't feel like I'm going to fall through. This area, this whole area going right through here, it was very, very soft. And in this area, right in here, you could step on that and it would move about 2 inches. And then this area right here where my foot is was the same way. There's no supports underneath that. Right there is where your tires are. The back axle goes right here. And if you would have fallen through the floor, you would have fallen onto the tires. There's a support right about here, right where my foot is. There's metal brace going across there and going in this direction also. And then against the wall there is. But that whole other section right in here, it's just nothing there. But it's very good now. Now it's time to do some deep cleaning after I get this door on. Do some cleaning and we'll be ready to go somewhere. So here's the completed floor. Got all the flooring down, caulked it in, got the trim pieces in. I've shampooed the rug in here. I've got a lot done over the past couple months. The flooring looks pretty good. There was a few spots where I had problems with it sticking, and so I had to pull them back up and use the 3M adhesive spray. And you spray the floor with it and spray the back of the tile with it and wait 30 seconds and put it down where it belongs, because it doesn't come up again after it's been down. So it's done. I'm going to take a look inside the bathroom. Looks pretty good. I'm pleased with it. The wall here had carpet, and now it's got the tile on there. I don't think carpeting belongs in a bathroom. Doors back on. That's about it. All cleaned up and ready to go. The other thing I finished up the other day, I didn't video it, was the wheel well in the bathroom. Well, in the bathroom underneath is the wheel well, and that had holes in it so water could get up in there when you're driving. Obviously you don't want that. So I used undercoating and re-undercoated it and got it all sealed up. Okay, turn you around here. Alright, so that's it for this project. I'm glad it's finally done. I spent a little over 2 months working on it. A lot of days I only put in an hour, 2 hours, because it was just so hot out here. But I'm pleased with it. Got it done in time so that way we can head south. It's been kind of cool here in Kentucky. So we're heading to Florida, and we're going to spend January and February down there. And so looking forward to it. Alright, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm going to have other videos to put out. Hopefully not redoing floors anymore. Although there is a spot up front, in front of the passenger seat, and also up front near the driver's seat on the wall. The wall's a little bit rotted away there from water damage. So I'll do that this coming year, sometime during this next year. Alright, thanks for watching again, and like and subscribe, and I'll have some other videos out in the next couple months also. Alright, thanks a lot. Bye.